Here's an idea I'd like to share with you that you can use in every course beyond mine. When you take a course in college, the teacher is going to introduce a bunch of new vocabulary, jargon, if you want to call it, or the discourse vocabulary of your community of scholars that you're studying with. So for instance, if you're with a bunch of engineering students and your teacher is saying, I'm going to teach you about tensile strength and steel and how that affects building a bridge. Okay, if you're going to write an analysis essay of a design that an architect put together to build a bridge, you're going to want to use that phrase that you just learned, tensile strength of steel. And guess what? The people who designed the Bay Bridge connecting Berkeley to San Francisco, they probably should have paid attention in that lecture, because the steel they bought wasn't good enough. The tensile strength wasn't good enough, and they had to do a whole bunch of millions of dollars of retrofitting to make that bridge stable. So in a literature course, it's similar. You're going to have a bunch of vocabulary words introduced to you all semester long. It's a good idea to write the definitions of each one of those vocabulary, that's easy for me to say, vocabulary words down in this list that I have. Print it out, write out your own definition as you pick it up in the course. And this is going to help you on so many levels. First of all, you're going to take a final exam. All these terms are going to be on the final exam. So it's kind of like taking study notes. Second, I'm going to be expecting you to use these phrases when you write an essay. So for example, instead of tensile strength, you learn about the denouement, which is a very fancy French word for the ending of a story, okay? Don't write the ending of a story and forget to use the word denouement when you write your essay. Work in the course vocabulary to show you understand it, and don't do it in a contrived way that it feels like you're just throwing all the words in to earn a good grade. Demonstrate to the teacher that you understand all these new terms, that you pick them up during the lecture and discussion, okay? So there's a big long list here. Print it out. Be aware of these words as they're introduced throughout the semester, and have fun with it. Have a sense of self-confidence that as you're learning each one of these words, you're learning something that you can use beyond just memorizing them to get a grade in a class. Hope that makes sense.